guys, so today I'm going to be doing another back to school video, and these are my back to school essentials. Like, this is the stuff that if I went to school and I didn't have, I wouldn't know what to do. So these are really like things that got me through high school and that are currently getting me through high school, and I couldn't live without most of them. Some of them I could, but most of them I can't. So let's just go ahead and hop right into it. My first essential is coffee. I don't know where I would be without coffee. I'm drinking some right now and it's amazing. Like, there have been times where I have been on my way to school and I've realized I forgot my coffee, and I will turn around and be late just because I forgot my coffee, because it's better late than to not have it at all. To go along with coffee, I would just recommend something to keep it hot all day. So I like mine is really beat up because, long story short, I put it on top of a car and we drove away and it fell off the car. So it kind of really dented it up, but it still works. But this is just a regular Yeti, and it keeps my coffee hot for a really long time. And it is the best thing ever, because sometimes you're so busy in the beginning of the day, like if it's your first period and you're super busy, then second period you may be like, I'm exhausted, I need some coffee, and then it's cold. But this will keep it hot. So I really recommend investing in an insulated type of hot, cold thing that keeps your drink hot or cold. So this next thing is definitely a necessity, and because of the fact that you're drinking coffee and your breath is probably going to smell really bad, it's really nice to have some gum, and you automatically become everybody's best friend when you pull out a giant pack of gum. Even though I don't keep all of these in my backpack, I keep it in my room because I put some in my purse and in my backpack, and so yeah. The next necessity is just a snack, because school days are long, and if you're like me and you love food, lunch doesn't come soon enough. So it's just nice to have a hearty snack, not like chips or something that's not really gonna fill you, but like a Cliff Bar. This is really good because it's filling and it's generally healthy. The next essential is just a planner. This is the planner I had last year, and let me tell you something, this thing saved my life. If you can see all this writing, I had a color for each class, and I'd write down any homework, anything that was due, and then on the side here I wrote down just things that I thought were important. Like, I've got 2 Bible verses that I wanted to memorize that month, so then every month I'd write those on the side, and just, yeah, stuff like that. It's definitely helpful if you're somebody that's like me, that is just awful at remembering stuff. I'm that person that walks into class and is like, we had homework? That's always me. And I also would forget tests and stuff, so this is just really great for keeping track of everything that you need, including your extracurricular activities, like if you play any sports, put your games down, your practices down, all that. So really recommend it. It takes a lot of practice and a lot of dedication, but once you do it, it works out really well. These next things are a dire essential. Like, oh my goodness, headphones. You always need headphones in school. Now, in middle school we weren't allowed to have our phones out, but in high school we can. So I would always be listening to music while working, or if you're done with your work and you've got nothing better to do than to watch Netflix or listen to music, it just saves my life. I cannot tell you a day that I go without listening to music at school, because I can really focus when I listen to music, so I use these all the time, and they're amazing. So if I ever forget these, my whole day is ruined, so I've got like 3 pairs in my backpack. The next essential goes along with that. It's a phone charger, and this one is 6 feet long, and let me tell you something, this was the best investment I made. I think it was like $8 on Amazon, and it's lasted me for forever. My phone dies really fast, especially at school, just because I may be using it for the class, or I may be watching Netflix at school, you know, so always gotta have a charger. This next thing is something that probably a lot of people won't think it's an essential, but I personally think it is, and it's having a book. And it also is really good for your brain. So I think sometimes it's good to just take a break from the technology and sit back and read. And especially if it's an environment that's a classroom, you're most likely going to be able to read, unless it's like everybody's done and they're just talking. So next essential is something I definitely could not live without, which is chapstick. I don't know why. I put on chapstick like 4 times a day, and I just couldn't live without this. So I've got like 6 kinds in my backpack. This is just one of them. This is the EOS like little thing. It's a blueberry. So then the next thing is dry shampoo. Oh my gosh, I cannot tell you how many times this has saved my life in the mornings. Any morning that I did my hair yesterday, but it's greasy and it's like, oh, I don't have time to take a shower. I woke up 30 minutes late. What do? you dry shampoo it. It's great. I always have like 12 backups of these. I could not go through school without this. The last thing is something that people probably don't talk a lot about, but if you're a girl, you need these at school. Or you can be that person's best friend that's in the bathroom and they're like, does anybody have a tampon? And you're like, yeah, I do. So I definitely recommend keeping so many of these in your backpack, because sometimes you just forget. You're so caught up in school and you're like, oh no, I forgot I'm about to start. And then you have your solution right here. So whatever you use, whether it's tampon, pad, whatever, just put it in your bag and keep like an extra area of it, and be sure to constantly refill it, because this will definitely save your life and your friends' lives. I cannot tell you how many times I've given people tampons and how many times I've been like, guys, does anybody have one? And then my friend's like, yeah. And then like we meet up at the bathroom and it's just a beautiful moment. Yeah. So just keep extra of these around. So I really hope this video helped you guys. I love seeing videos like this, because sometimes you may not think of something and somebody may say something, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I need that too. So yeah, I really recommend just trying all these out if you haven't, and let me know if these helped you in the comments below. And if you guys didn't see my last video, I did a giveaway, so go ahead and enter that. You still have time. I'll leave that video in the description box below so you can easily get to it. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of the day or night or whatever time you're watching this, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.